there, dearie. I bet you weren't expecting to see me here, were you? Well, I wanted to keep it a bit of a surprise, seeing as we're old friends. How long have we known each other? Oh, that long, Well, I haven't been at this convention for many years. Part of the reason for my absence is that I feel whenever I roll into town, I steal a bit of the spotlight. Yes, I wanted to give other people the opportunity to host their events without me, raining on their parade. Rain. Ugh. Anyway, I didn't know if you'd recognize me. Yes, I've gone through several greenification treatments lately. Yes, I'm telling you, they say green is the color of envy, but I think that's because everyone envies my complexion. Anyway, enough about me. How have you been? Oh, hexing that, cursing that. Lovely. So, I am here to offer you a personal broom inspection session. Does that sound like a plan? A dastardly plan? All right. Now, as you know, my broom is the best in all of Oz. But that's only because I've done several upgrades on her. Her name is Matilda. Yes. Well, I had one before about, 10 years ago. She was Bertha. And, she let me down one time too many, and, she was kindling, let's put it that way. But I would never do that to Matilda. Now, what's your broom's name? Oh, you must give her a name. Oh, all of the chic witches are doing that now. Yes. It also personalizes it a bit more, doesn't it? Giving it a name. Well, maybe I can help you with that. But first things first, let's see what kind of condition we're dealing with. All right. Now, is this your broom here? Let's grab it then. It's looking nice, yes. I see you've painted the handle. Yes. Well, I prefer to go with a more natural wood color, but to each his own. To each her own. Yes. Yes, it's quite lovely. Now, how many miles have you put on her this year? Oh, you've been a busy bee. Goodness. Now, have you taken her in between realms quite often? Because that will put a lot of wear and tear, especially on the handle. Yes, I see. You might need to put another coat of weather protectant on it. Yes. She's a little unruly, isn't she? Just banging around all over the place. All right. Now the bristles look good. Yes. Now this isn't your typical straw, is it? No. It almost looks like dried herbs. It's lovely. Yes. Okay. Now I would get this little fracture here tended to. Now, the convention just so happens to have a broomsmith, I suppose you'd call him. Anyway, and he can help you with any little mends you need. He has all sorts of wood on hand, yes, and polishes and paints and enchantments, of course. Yes, this is quite nice. It's a different one than when I last saw you, right? All right. Now another thing, the binding here. Yes. Is this twine? Well, I think she's very unruly. She keeps dancing around in my hands. Does she do that with you quite often? Because you may have to tame her a bit. Last thing you need is a wild broom when you're, 10 miles into a trip. Or 50 feet in the air. Yes, that's never a good thing. Well, yes, I would replace the twine with a bit of, maybe burlap or a nice ribbon. I know. One of my weaknesses is ribbons. I have a whole collection. Very few people know that about me. I don't believe I've even told you. Do you mind if I just use my little brush here and clean the bristles a bit? Oh yes, dearie. You need to make sure there's proper airflow between them. Yes. You have some bit of dust and dirt build up in there. Is that a feather? Dear me, what happened? Do I want to know? I just typically have to do with the, random flying monkey who gets in my way, but they always, avert me at the last minute. Alright, well, this is quite an sorry state. Dear, you must clean it more often, yes. There we are. Good as new. Now, what else? Yes, the more I look at it, the more I do think you may have to replace the handle, the stick portion, yes. Well, you see, it's a little, you're going to get slivers right here in that section. It's not good, no. It's the last thing we need is a sliver, right? Okay. Like I said, the broomsmith will be able to help you. Now, when was the last time you got it certified, dearie? Oh, yes, it must be done every year, unless it's a newer broom. Brooms that are, I believe, 3 years old or newer don't have to be certified. But this is a vintage one, right? Yes, I thought so. Do you know who owned it last? Oh my, that's fascinating. Well, you know what I say. Brooms are the most reliable form of transportation. A certain someone prefers bubbles, and I just don't see the appeal. After all, they can pop so easily. Oh no, I wouldn't dream of it. Again. I think that's just about it for your broom. Now, what kind of magical properties have you put on it? Oh yes, like I said earlier, you must have upgrades, dearie. Well, of course, mine is waterproof. In fact, when I'm riding it, it creates a sort of force field around me, so I don't have to deal with the rain. Pesky rain. What else do I have on my broom that you might find useful for yours? Let me see. I've put so many things. Oh, I do have a little handy trunk in the back of mine. Yes. Well, it's sort of like one of those Mary Poppins bag situations. Not that I would ever associate myself with that goody two-shoes. But it's very small and compact, but I can fit a lot in there. At least 25 spell bottles. Oh, I've tried, yes. And flying monkey wardrobes. I believe I can fit 10 outfits in there. No, not with the spell bottles. It's not that big of a trunk. And of course, I usually do my grocery shopping on my broom, so I can handle about 4 bags of groceries from the farmer's market. Yes. Let's put your broom down because I have a gift for you. I know, I'm just full of surprises today. Let's put it over there. Perfect. There. She is very wild. Bit of a sassy broom, if you ask me. Well, I have a little gift box for you. And it's full of some broom adornments. So I have some charms that you can dangle from the broomstick, and I have a neat little polish in there for you. It's glittery. So it's all in here. I also have a broom carrying bag. Yes. Well, does your broom fold up? Is it collapsible? Oh, you must have that upgrade done. Yes, ask the broomsmith. Mine can fold into basically three folds, so it gets very small enough to carry in this bag, and I can take it around town with me. Yes, well, I don't like to walk around with a broomstick. I did that once in town, and a stranger, obviously someone who was new to the area, mistook me for a street sweeper. He's now living as a frog in the pond just outside of the poppy field, so he learned his lesson. Anyway, I'll give this to you. Let me move. It's a little tight in here. They didn't give me much space, unfortunately. Well, you know, since I haven't been here for many years, I think I've fallen out of favor a bit with the organizer. Dearie. I really don't care, though, honestly. Yes, I was thinking about coming back next year, but I'll have to try to figure out what kind of workshop I would hold. You know, I don't do this broom inspection for everyone, just dear friends. Long-time friends, preferably, so, I would have to figure out something. Maybe I'll do a poll, or, you know, just to get feedback. No, I'm kidding, of course. Why do I need feedback from anyone? I'm glorious as I am, and I'm sure I'd pick the perfect topic to talk on. Well, I think that's it for now. Like I said, though, you really should consider those greenification treatments, dearie. Yes. Well, I know the name of a very good esthetician. Yes. Her name is Judy. And, well, yes, you would have to travel to Oz for it, but, you know, you could always stay with me. We'd have a girls' weekend. And you could have the treatment done. It usually takes 3 sessions, but it all depends on the shade you prefer. My gorgeous, glorious shade of jade, it took about 5 sessions, and I have to have little refreshers once a year. But that just gives you an excuse to come visit me. Yes. All right. Well, dearie, I do appreciate you taking the time for me. Oh, yes, I know. I'm just saying that to be nice, of course, since you are a good friend. And I'll see you again soon. Hopefully, you can come and see me, and we'll make an adventure out of it. What do you say? Fabulous. All right. Enjoy the rest of your convention. I understand that you have Maleficent tomorrow, correct? Oh, goodness. Good luck with that.